Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1075, and today's topic is the importance of data in artificial intelligence and ChatGPT. In previous lecture I have already given you introductory letter, but now I am going to discuss the importance of that data, the ocean of data, trillions of data, and how it is important to our artificial intelligence. If I say artificial intelligence means that artificial intelligence is created, is a machine just like sibling of natural intelligence of human being, just to copy it. That is artificial intelligence, is not natural. And ChatGPT is developed out of artificial intelligence, and that was in November 2022, and with different models that I will be discussing one by one. But here today my main emphasis is the role of data, the importance of data. Whatever learning we have, for example, artificial intelligence, that is AI plus chat, GPT, machine learning, deep learning, regenerative learning, whatever is there, all activities of artificial intelligence and computer combined with robotics, with different type of mechanical devices is zero without data. If there is no data, all this artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, smart computer, deep learning, and regenerative data, instructive data, all are zero. It has no meaning at all. So data is actually the most important factor or most important tool to have such type of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT different models like 3.5 or 4 model or 2, 3 like that. So it is just like that. I can say that you have beautiful car, very good seat, very good interior, very good cushion, very good color, everything is super. So that car, everything super, but no engine. That car is beautiful and super, but without engine. So it cannot move on road. You cannot go anywhere. So your all these machine learning, artificial intelligence, GPT, ChatGPT, all are just like beautiful car. If there is no data, means there is no engine. You cannot move. So data is very, very important. And that data, what smartness of all these artificial intelligence or their different models, it depends upon the number of data they have. 5 billion, 10 billion, 20 billion, 50 billion, 100 billion, 1 trillion, 10 trillion, 100 trillion. The smartness of all these different models, it depends upon the we can say quantity or amount of data they are having. That is data storage. And data is so important. We are not aware of it. But in European countries, in Western countries, in India, some smart countries like Japan and Korea, they have understood the meaning of data. Data analysis, data security, data storage, data privacy. For example, in Maiduguri, anybody can come and get my personal data. Hair is like this, finger is like this, color is like this, eye is like this, mouth is like that, skin is like that. The full individual data they can collect. Maybe it may be 10,000 data storage they have collected individual. For whole Maiduguri, they have free access to collect maybe 5 billion data for whole Maiduguri. And now the same data is stolen by outsider and we are ignorant. And the same data in future, if any special circumstances is coming, they can use against you. That's why nowadays data privacy is your personal privacy. If you have lost the data to others, to other countries, you have lost everything. And still we are not able to understand in most of the Asian and African countries because our children, our future generation, even they are not aware of what is artificial intelligence, what is ChatGPT models, and what is the importance of data storage, data manipulation. So my request, please, my humble request with all humility, that's why I am spending my time, that let these lectures, what I am delivering, should go to every child. If I say child means even they are in primary school or in secondary school or even in BSc or even somebody's professor. Everybody should know about all these things. Means artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, deep learning, data processing. I mean all these words, they are just like sleeper today. If you are not aware of all these terms and their uses, you are half naked. You cannot survive. In future, after 10-15 years, it's sparking. It is, it's just like tsunami, storm of the future world. It is creating everything. And it is destroying also everything. Within 2 to 3 months' time, because of this ChatGPT and artificial intelligence combination, more than 800 million jobs were lost globally because they are managing with that. And at the same time, the jobs are also created up to 1 billion jobs. So job losses and job creation both are going on and it will continue. If you are not skilled in artificial intelligence, in data management, in ChatGPT application, in machine learning, in deep learning and neuromarketing, you are out. You don't have any skill to get any job because that is today when it has started already in Western countries. Even in Nigeria, those who are having advanced pharmaceutical or industries, they are using for marketing purpose. That is called neuromarketing. Now a new type of artificial intelligence based neuromarketing is there. Neuromarketing means if you are going to buy anything in the supermarket or even online, Amazon or so many are there. Once you are showing the interest to say that particular color or that particular model or that particular thing, already your information has gone to their database that this person, Mr. X Khan, likes such type of thing. Now they will try to influence you in future by giving advertisement in your smartphone, on your TV screen, such type of models. So that is called influence of your brain. And that is called neuromarketing, to influence your natural brain so that you are attracted to that. They are using neuromarketing for children, for everybody. That is, I have given just simple example of this. And a different model means, in a very simple way, I can explain how data is used. For example, different model means you are one man. You are, I can say, consultant, and you have lot of data. You have the data for hospital, You have data for doctor, you have data for engineers, you have data for architect, you have data for crime, for automobile, for medicine, etc. So you are having, for example, for hospital construction, you have trillions of data in your model, hospital model. One model is for doctor's diagnosis. You have trillions and billions of data to diagnose, and then you are expert in there. So like that, you have trillions of or billions of data for engineers. In the same way, like architect, like for crime, for automobile, and for medicine. So if somebody is calling you from America to Mr. A, please, I want to build a beautiful hospital and it should be controlled by robotic and artificial intelligence. You will say, yeah, I will give you. Because you have the database with you for hospital to build and to control everything. Just you will give this, you will ask how much payment for that blueprint. He may say maybe 10 million, 20 million is okay. You will just give the instruction to your hospital data model. They are called model. Different models are there. I will be discussing different models later on. But here in a very simple layman's language, I am giving. Within 5 minutes, that whole blueprint will reach to that group who are interested in constructing the hospital in Abuja or in Maiduguri. Payment is done and you have your master. Somebody is approaching you that I want some good consultancy from your database model for cancer and for diabetes and all these diagnoses and their process in detail. You reply. Once you will get the instruction from your that model where diagnosis is done. Yes, I have all the data. Within 5 minutes, you will download, all will come with the help of ChatGPT. ChatGPT is just like teacher, is teaching, and you will communicate. So like that, this is, in a very simple way, I have given the explanation that how the data is now becoming very, very important. And I think you must be knowing, already hospitals are built now in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all based, supported by artificial intelligence and robotic. Without human being, natural human being, no, they are all having the data storage, trillions of data storage, and all the consultant, all the surgeon, doctor, all are robotic. And their accuracy is 99.9%, 100%, as compared to human accuracy in diagnosis, in surgery. So, and we are closing our eye. And if tiger is coming, by closing eye doesn't mean that tiger will not attack. You should get ready with your skill and gun to face the tiger, rather than to fear and run away so that tiger can kill you. And also, I want to make it very clear, this new emerging technology combined with artificial intelligence, different type of models are coming. They don't require any professional degree. Just if you know how to read, how to write, how to handle the smartphone and laptop. And here, I have seen even in Maiduguri, even those children who are totally uneducated, but they are very expert in using and handling the smartphone and all the data and all the information, internet, watching the film, watching the music. So they are familiar. Only thing is that if in a positive direction, if they are shifted to the training of artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, and different type of models, how they are used, how different type of data is there, their knowledge. This lecture is motivational. This lecture is, I am just motivating the future generation of Nigeria. This is my moral obligation. Being the professor, I am professor of medicinal chemistry. I am very senior man in the age group of 70. And I am using ChatGPT, I am communicating all these things. Why not any Nigerian? So, and it should go to every child. My wish and my request that we should not spoil our future generation. Let them learn. Let them be familiar with all these. What I am going to write, that what are the different type of words, they should be familiar with those words and they should practice. And let me tell you one thing. For example, if you want to drive the car and you have lot of books, thousands of pages, and you are reading every day 10 pages, that how the steering is, how the tire is, how tube is, how battery is operated, how to kick to start it, lot of reading, but you cannot drive unless every day you come out, sit on the driving seat and kick it, start it, and slowly you move on road to get the confidence, to get the skill, to get the training. Only then you can learn the car driving. The same thing here for ChatGPT and artificial intelligence. If you are not giving time to train yourself, to practice all this, you cannot. By reading you cannot. Nowadays it is not by reading. Just read for 20 minutes and work for 20 hours. It is by doing. Sitting on keyboard, chasing all the data, storage, different type of models, approaching and creating the wealth. That is, what my observation, and I will deliver lot of lectures on this new emerging technology. It is still growing, and after 10 years time, the world is going to be different. So I will tell you today about the data. There are two types of data. That is called structured data, and one is called unstructured data. Structured data means where everything is defined, like my data. One pair of hand, one pair of leg, one pair of eye, black hair, black eye, all this identification is fixed. That is called structured data. But unstructured data means about the cat. If suppose that data is not there in artificial intelligence, you cannot get the image of cat. To get the image of the cat, there should be the different type of image of the cats, maybe thousands of species of the cat, starting from here to India and America and Europe, everywhere. Different variety, different type of cats are there. So unless that data, image is given to artificial intelligence, you cannot get any image. That is unstructured. It is not structured. But to me, human being, I can say, yeah, if any cat will come, I will identify the image, because I have seen the cat in India, in Nigeria, but I have not seen that cat maybe in other places like Korea or Japan. I have not been there. So that I cannot recognize. But with that artificial intelligence, unstructured image can be identified if that data on those, image data is already stored in that AI ChatGPT, that there are 6,000 type of, for example, species of cat is there, and this type of species is there, that type of species is there. So it will be superior than me. So that is, one is structured and one is unstructured. In next lecture, again I am going to discuss more about data, because data is the engine of your all artificial intelligence activity. So what is parallel and non-parallel data, using that I will be discussing in next lecture. So here I am going to give some more writing. So here I have mentioned some of the 7 headings or names for all the children, school going children should understand the meaning of these headings. Number 1, what is AI, artificial intelligence? Number 2, what is deep learning? Number 3, what is machine learning? Number 4, what is ChatGPT? Number 5, what is structural data? And number 6, unstructured data. And what is different models? And all are under father, and that father is nothing but data. Okay? So first, what is AI? Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processed by machine. What human intelligence is? It is simulation to be processed by machine. That's why it is called artificial intelligence. What we have as a human being, that is natural intelligence. The one which is processed by machine is called artificial intelligence. Application is for natural learning processing, speech recognition, image recognition, and machine vision. So that's why now robotics backed by artificial intelligence can recognize your voice, can recognize your image. I mean, it can follow all the instructions given by you. That is artificial intelligence. Number 2, ChatGPT is also part of artificial intelligence. Is an artificial intelligence that is called chatbot developed, that is called OpenAI, and released on 3rd November 2022. Actually, it was, Elon Musk, the richest man of the world. He started this using artificial intelligence for his different type of model, different type of car and space technology, and it was he who launched in 2015, and from there ChatGPT was developed, and first version came ChatGPT 2, 3, 3.5 and 4 like that. And for that I will give you the detail. All these 3, 4, 2, whatever it is, one is smart, one is dull, is only on the basis of data storage. One which is having less data storage, maybe 2 billion, 3 billion, is not smart. The one which is having 100 billion is smart. The one which is having 1 trillion, like 3.5, is more smarter. And the one ChatGPT 4, it may be having 3, 4, 100 trillion data storage, is the smartest one. So that is the meaning of that is OpenAI, and that is GPT 3.5 and 4, which was launched in November 2022, and it is built on top of OpenAI's, that is ChatGPT 3.5 and ChatGPT 4. It is large language model, LLMS, and has been large language model means any language if you ask, you will get the reply. It is a large language model and has been tuned for transfer learning using both supervised and reinforcement learning technique. That ChatGPT, it is trained instructed model. If I say trained instructed model, it has big meaning. For example, if you have cook, if you have given the employment, that cook is untrained, is not trained. So it is trained model means you have the cook or you have the doctor, but that cook is having 5 billion data storage. That doctor is having 50 billion data storage. So is having, that is called trained model. Whatever food you will give, he is trained. He will immediately cook. Different variety, maybe 100, 200 type of variety. That is the beauty of artificial intelligence. That is called instructive ChatGPT. And that where the Google or other computer they failed because they could not add the value of data storage. Instruction means that if you have given the instruction to your artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, that if I am not there, you should allow in my boundary one person to enter. That instruction it will follow. If suppose two people are coming, no, it will not open the gate because instruction is given. It is, instruction GPT. But now more data is given, so it has more intelligence. Now it can take its own decision rather than stick to only instruction. So if suppose 2-3 are coming, it will decide by itself, like, okay, no problem, it may be their relatives or family, friends, it will open the gate. So now that instructive ChatGPT has gone to the more smarter to allow it can take its own decision rather than only stick to instruction. That is, every day it is improving. So with this, I will stop today. In the next lecture, I am going to come one by one slowly, again and again. It is my wish, it is my dream that let every Nigerian, starting from Bama, Kanduga, Damatru, whatever, Yola, Ogan, Oyo, or maybe Lagos, Abuja, everywhere in every village, let us share this my lecture so that all the children in Nigeria, they are familiar with this. At least they are motivated. They are familiar with these terms because still I know that more than 90% Nigerian children, they are not aware. They have never heard of these terms. It is, it's not acceptable. So please train your future generation, love your future generation, love yourself. And if you are not educated, I say educated, means you should learn this. First educate yourself, then educate your children. With this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.